Now, I want to talk about the space jockey again. Now, I know people hated my theory on Shaw being the space jockey, but I think we all can agree that the space jockey has to be someone we know and care about. Now, Ridley Scott desperately wants to reveal the identity of the space jockey, and we know it is an engineer. But what engineer have we identified with? Unless not all the engineers die in Alien Covenant. But even if that is the case, it wouldn't seem right. I mean, this engineer would have to be so compelling that we are so interested in him that we're shocked that he becomes the space jockey. Because you must admit that Shaw possibly ending up as a space jockey, that would be much more of a shocker. That would be much more of a shocker. But the only logical conclusion, since the space jockey is an engineer, that an engineer survives, we get to know him, and then he becomes a space jockey. That's the only logical conclusion that I could see. And I'm not trying to play favorites here, but I believe that my theory is just far more interesting. I'm not saying it's accurate, but it's just far more interesting because we know that there's a bit of the DNA inside her. Holloway passed the strain onto her. She had the trilobite, but she still must have some remnants of it still inside her. And when you look at the prologue, the Alien Covenant prologue, The Crossing, she doesn't look that great. She doesn't look that great at all. So I just don't see it being just a random engineer that we see in Alien Covenant. It just doesn't seem right. I'm hoping that it is Shaw and that I'm right. And that would be something, but it's just I don't know. What do you think? Because I don't know, because nobody's really come up with a theory about who the space jockey really is. We know it's an engineer, and as I said, like Shaw, it's possible that Shaw turns into an engineer. I mean, it's sci-fi. We know that the part of the DNA is inside her, so it's like it's not. It's possible. So I don't see why people are just like shooting it down. Because like, what other theory is there? Like, I would like to hear. Like, but anyway, I mean, we'll definitely see what happens. I could be definitely wrong. But this is just a theory that I strongly believe in. So we'll see, and I just can't wait to see this movie.